What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first edition of Sports Talk Radio on the DBN Network. Thank you. Today, my name is Omarion Hickbottom. I am your host, and basically, some of you know me, but some of you who don't, I used to play professional football for 18 years, and it was a thrill for me. Now here I am as your host of this fine establishment. Today we're going to be talking to an interesting guest, the head coach of my former team, the Houston Voyagers. Coach Brown will be here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Today is our debut show on the DBN network, and basically, what we're gonna be doing here, we're gonna be having we're gonna be having the up to date in the sport in esports. So basically, it's going to be an exciting season for us. But most importantly, our job here is to let you know what's going on in the world of sports, especially with your favorite teams. And one of them will be, yep, that's right. You guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, the Rapid City Falcons in the NGFL and the Bismarck Pride in the World Simulation Football League. And let's not forget the North Dakota and let's get in the North American Football League. Oh yes, we got a whole lot to talk about. But first things first. So basically, let's get this party started, shall we? Thank you, everybody. Well, Coach Brown will be out here in a couple of minutes. But before we do, I want to give you a little background on myself. Name is Omarion. My name is Omarion Hickbottom. I played pro football for 18 years. I'm from Michigan. Actually, I went to the same school as my former teammate, Tyrone Brennan. Now, basically, yeah, and also Glenn Hay. But basically, both, I mean, seeing Tyrone, me, right, me growing up, school, you supposed to go to school, play football. That's pretty much what I always really wanted to do in life was play pro football. And I've done that for 18 years. So now, basically, figure what else is there to do after I retired from pro football. Then my broadcast journalist degree, and here I am, the host of this show, Sports Talk Radio. Yes, sir. I'm gonna have a good time. Oh, oh, here he is. Just walked into the stadium. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Brown. Thank you. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here, Coach Brown. So, tell us about yourself. Thank you, Marion. Well, as some of you know, that I traveled a long distance to be here. I mean, my journey starts in Dublin, Ireland, and then basically, no, actually, even before that, um, some of you. No, I played myself for a couple of years. Even I played actually. Then from there, after my career was over, I went into coaching, and basically my first job was as a I coached college for basically for a while. So basically, and it was pretty good. I traveled pretty much back and forth across the world to accomplish my football goal. My goal was to be in sports, and I've done that, and basically to be in a pro football league, and done that, and basically to accomplish my dream, I knew I had to travel. And so basically, being a man with a family is pretty much back in in the UK. It was pretty hard, but not difficult. Well, no, I'm not going to say that, but basically, it was pretty hard but doable. Hey man, I can only imagine how a man. But I must say, Coach Brown, I never met a man with your story, with your situation. I mean, hell, an international player. I mean, born in Australia, traveled around the world, came to the States to play this game that we all love, and basically from there you end up going back to Ireland for a while, and then next thing you know, you came back to the States to end up coaching college football. And is it true that you coached at Simon Fraser in Vancouver? Yes, I did. The only Canadian school in NCAA. Yes, I did. I coached there for a while. I coached their linebackers. Mhm. Pretty mean boys, but yeah. But I must say, I made it work. Who them boys are tough. I'll tell you that. After traveling here and there, boom, 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 and so basically, then I get a call, old coach, who happens to be the head coach of the San Diego Dragons. So pretty much him, I ended up playing for him in college, and he ended up being the head coach for the San Diego Dragons. So pretty much, so I decided, oh, why not give it a shot, for him. And pretty much, and from there, I was his defensive coordinator. Fascinating, fascinating. For those of you who don't know, by the San Diego Dragons are the former football champions. So basically, you ran that defense. Is that right? Yes, it is. So tell me, was it hard running a defense? Eh, not really. Like I said, when you have the right players in your system, you can pretty much make anything work. Yep. I do agree. I do agree. Yeah, but I must say, Coach Brown, why wasn't Tina mate? But since there were pretty much two teams in Ireland, why didn't you pretty much apply for them before you came all the way to Houston to become the Borges head coach? Well, the thing is with that, they pretty much they being, but they wanted me to be. I was good in recruiting, so pretty much they wanted me to work in the scouting department. I mean, they wasn't interested. The Shamrocks and the Celtic Tigers, they wasn't really interested in me as a head coach. They wanted me to in the scouting department. All right, all right. So what made you fly all the way here? Well, basically, for me, I was interested in basically two jobs. The one in Toronto and and basically the one in already how to they wanted someone that pretty much who lived in the country, who lived in Canada, and I didn't really live. I remember I lived in the UK, so basically, so I was about to head to the airport back, and I get a call from the ownership from Voyager's ship, and so basically, then from there, I end up flying back here, end up coming to Houston, and pretty much worked well, and it was became the head coach of the Houston Voyagers. Yeah, I know. It was a happy day for us, man. I mean, hell, I heard of what you done in college, coordinator. I mean, won championships as a player in college, won championships as a pro, won uh, as a defensive coordinator. I mean, hell, you turned the Houston Warriors around. Believe me when I tell you, son. Believe me, man. I mean, how I played for quite a while, and basically, and we never really had a lose. We never really had a winning season. Think about it. I mean, hell, to be honest, never had a losing season. We never had a winning season. Quite honest with you. I mean, hell, until you pretty much came in and pretty much took over. Yeah. But I can't really take all the credit for that, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I had a good core, a good team. I mean, basically, a lot of the veterans came in to greet me, say hello. I mean, hell, yeah, it's Tyrone Brennan. He came to see me. He came to see me in North Dakota. So pretty much, it was great, man. I mean, I love my time in Houston. It was great, man. I mean, I had a good bunch of group of people. I mean, Hayden Horrell, who's now in Brooklyn, um, Tyrone Brennan, Glenn Hay, a lot of the guys. I mean, I had a lot of good guys. But one of the guys that I pretty much enjoyed talking to was actually, tell you a little draft story. When I was doing my first draft as head coach, this kid I was speaking to, he's from Ohio, but he played at North Texas. Now, I scouted him, and pretty much I seen him play. He was a good, hell, he was very talented. Now, my son, well, some of you know who plays pro ball. Now, basically, he, when I had an interview with him, I knew this kid was going to be special. I knew he was going to be a star. So pretty much, I knew I had to draft him, and so I did. Um, we got through the third round. Yes, yes. I'm talking about Zachary. I'm talking about Hugo Zachary. Hugo Zachary. Are you talking about the star cornerback for the Rapid City Falcons? That is correct. I mean, I knew he was a talent. He was a technical talent. He could have made any team in the RFL a star. So, but unfortunately, let him go and we let him go. So, do you hold any harsh feelings toward the Voyagers for letting you go, for not bringing you back, even though you never had to lose a season in that league for that team? No, not at all. I mean, I still support the Voyagers. I mean, hell, I still have a house in Houston, so pretty much. So hell, I mean, I still fly in, watch their games for a while. Still visit some of my former players who I drafted who who play there. Um, Dominic George, Dominic George, and we are back. So you so so you basically saying you enjoy your time with Houston Warriors? Yeah, I mean, Houston was a great experience. It was a great team, and I wish them all the best. But right now, it's not about the Houston Warriors. Right now, it's about the Rapid City Falcons. And basically, we've been to the playoffs twice. So basically, man, it's going to be a bumpy ride, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Got players with Hugo as my star quarterback. I believe he's going to sky's the limit. Well, thank you for being here today, Coach Brown. Anytime, man. Good. Well, that's it for and that's it for the first edition of Sports Talk Radio. And pretty much, you can always catch us Saturday. See you next time, everybody.